Blake Lively accused It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni of harassment and retaliation. Lively's complaint accuses Baldoni, who is also the film's director, of creating a hostile work environment and trying to ruin her reputation after she expressed her concerns.
In a new amended complaint in the ongoing legal battle, Lively's legal team saying the experiences of Ms. Lively and others were documented at the time they occurred starting in May of 2023. Going on to write, Mr. Baldoni acknowledged the complaints in writing at the time.
Hollywood has always captivated audiences with its glamorous premieres, high-profile collaborations, and heartwarming tales of camaraderie. Yet behind the scenes, it takes all that to a new stage, and the celebrities themselves want to try new things. However, not all ventures are made equal. Some are quick hits, while others become more complicated. One of the more recent stories to dominate chatter on social media involves Blake Lively, a well-known actress celebrated for her roles on the big screen and admired for her public persona, decided to add a new milestone to her portfolio by venturing into the hair care industry, which she dubbed Blake Brown, breaking records and capturing widespread attention. But she also faced a long journey ahead. The idea that would become a product did in fact, but it also did not bring all that was expected, and she is now dealing with what may be the end. More recently, there has been a claim of Lively being involved in drama. But what is it all?
I think the idea that people think that they know you, I think because of how intrusive media is these days, people care so much more about your personal life than they do your work, and if you aren't open with your personal life, then they just make it up for you and share it for you.
Such to suggest that our statement spread rapidly, drawing the attention of devoted fans, casual observers, and pop culture enthusiasts who had previously seen her as someone seemingly immune to headline-seeking controversies. For her name to surface alongside phrases suggesting law enforcement involvement would naturally unsettle those who have followed her career. For her to be one who has made it, there would be too much that she would have to lose. Those may have to face the test of time to see how the rumors might have had an impact on Blake.
I mean, I internalized that as opportunity. We had such a responsibility to this audience to deliver something and to have the opportunity to deliver something for a passionate group of people.
Yeah.
As someone who is so deeply passionate myself, I was so excited about that. I would so much rather have that than people who are indifferent.
Blasé.
A lot of it's my real life clothes or my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some.
Wait, that's kind of amazing. So you have something of Gigi's in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which one? Now I want to think of the scene.
Oh, I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
Tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing is Bodhi. It was meant for my husband, but I borrowed it.
His suit?
It was meant for him to wear, but it's so pretty. Look at it. You guys are not getting it in the shot.
Well, I actually knew of the film before I knew of Colleen's book, which is, so I know a unique entry point, but I think because I just have 1,000 children, I, have missed all of pop culture, and her significant impact in the world of books. I mean, so many of her books are on the New York Times bestseller. I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me, is that she's a walking, talking contradiction, yet it's perfectly harmonious for her.
We always tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. This is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I mean, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh, really? Because I just have one on my list.
Oh.
I don't have anyone on my list.
And then it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a burn. He's like, wait, who? And I was like,
Tell me, he's
think
guessing.
of someone, think of someone. Bob Newhart, I don't know.
Touché.
So it's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have 2 other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But we're thinking of keeping her.
Does she play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of pretends to play with her. So in the beginning, our oldest is loving on her, and she's very maternal, and then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her.
The absence of concrete details is the most important thing with this narrative. There has been a wide selection of reports stating that someone knows what happens, when exactly it was unfolding, etc. In reality, there has been nothing shown to the public, and they have no idea, which can give the situation more importance than it really should. Social media becomes a weapon and an asset that can be used, especially when trying to take down the other, one that can be very impactful and is often a cause. And all this is just based on claims and rumors. We would all like to see the facts, but have to understand that just may not be the case. What has made what has happened all the more weird is there is not that many details that are truly out there, or easy to find for that matter. What I think people are more focused on is the different scenarios and are just making it up. And in that process, they are gaining traction and more clicks. And all of this is due in part of a very interesting headline. The headline itself makes people want to understand just what is going on and how much of it is potentially being played out, and the news outlets know just what to do. Some may even be bots. What can make or break this rumor is seeing it. People also point out that they may not know that to what extent she really was trying to be held to this standard. It's also, as those claims have been, there's also not really any that it is real, and not from a bot account or anything, and there should be some time. In any case, that is something that those closest to the situation want to have happen. As such, people might be scared or happy. Regardless, though the question is going to be the questions of the people, are they going to agree? The big question in all of this that we see is that they continue to say we are a perfect family, but here we are with this going on. And with so much pressure, she may look as if she has to deal with it. It was hard and very tough, because now they have to take a look back, and the decisions may seem to become more difficult. Regardless of what has happened, or what has been brought to life, this is what happened. Now it is up to those working to do their research, and if what they have seen and have presented to others, to make it seem more interesting. And then, and only then, can they make a claim that holds any water, without having everything in the world start to take things out of water. While the rumors may not have anything behind them, it is impossible to guarantee what will happen. To conclude, it is not clear if any of these rumors are true, and we might never find out for sure due to NDAs and people not wanting to put themselves out there. But if we do, it will surely be a doozy. The future can go both ways, and we may not be able to fully understand it all, and only those involved will have all the details as to what may have happened. I hope this serves as a lesson, and in any case, we want to hear what you think. Let us know down below in the comments, as all parties involved have had a tough time with these details. Now it is your turn to pick. It is really hard at the point of where we are going with this, and they say the right to do. Those that really care are working hard to ensure that there is not going to be a great deal of stress to the family, especially when they don't deserve it. For that, there can be some questions in the air about the overall outcome. While the people close do their best, it is important to remember what is really going on. And it's not in good measure that the public and those who are far away are going to understand what you've been trying to do.